As the crypto markets heat up and the rafts of good news continue to roll in, the question comes up, is it too late to buy Bitcoin? Also, the SEC is looking to crack down on IEOs, and Cryptopia is officially dead. Goodbye, Cryptopia. Now, if you are new around here or you know someone who is kind of just getting into crypto, then please tell them to go over and check out Cryptocurrency Explained. It is a free course designed for beginners, but with practical tutorials and advice that even investors who have been around the block a few times can appreciate and find value in. Now, the answer to the question, is it too late to buy Bitcoin? It's not a short answer. We're going to break it down here for you, at least on the surface level. Because you must understand a few things about Bitcoin to be able to answer that question. Bitcoin is the best money in the world. It is 24/7 global, permissionless, censorship-resistant money that is incredibly portable, easily divisible, and incredibly scarce. There are only 21 million Bitcoin ever. 17.7 million have already been mined, and of those 17.7 million, up to 4 million have been lost forever, leaving only 3.3 million more to come. There are 7 billion plus humans on the planet. It is scarcity in digital form and is nearly superior to gold in every way. Now, if you want to buy Bitcoin, then you must realize that every day new investors are getting in. Now, many of those investors have way more money than you do. And I'm not talking about just random millionaires here, but these are some of the biggest companies in the world that are getting into Bitcoin right now. Companies like Fidelity are offering Bitcoin to their millions of big money customers and their institutional clients. When you buy Bitcoin, these are the people you are competing with to buy it. And of course, every Tom, Dick, and Harry with $100 in his hand is also lining up to get Bitcoin. Now, by the way, those big money players are also working hard to bring in a raft of paper instruments into the regulated stock markets. There are already ragingly popular futures contracts with new variants coming soon and other instruments for the markets called ETFs. Now, these will all require the institutions which are offering these products to actually go out and buy up huge amounts of Bitcoin from the markets in order to have the required amounts of these assets to underwrite the paper products. Also, we can factor in here that recent technical indicators are signaling that the bull market may indeed be here. Key indicators like hitting the golden cross and now maintaining strong momentum above the 200-day moving average, as well as volume right now absolutely exploding, will be seen as a signal for many investors that a bull market has been confirmed and that it is now okay to re-enter the market. Right now, we do have a very curious situation, though, as really the institutions are the ones who are pushing up the prices right now, along with, of course, savvy traders and committed crypto enthusiasts who are reading the confirmations of this major trend reversal and the start of what is likely to be the next super cycle. While the institutions will be a massive force overall, we must remember that retail investors will really bring in a massive flood of money in the coming months and years. And retail is starting to arrive. There has been a slight delay, but it is coming. Google Trends is showing an uptick in Bitcoin searches, and it is far from the all-time high in terms of interest that we saw back in the 2017 bull run. But it's the start of the rumbling of the retail crowd stampeding back in. The major thing here is that Bitcoin is really breaking away from the pack. Interest from retail into the altcoin markets has not yet picked up with any of the major altcoins, but it will. Also, for the first time in a long time, Coinbase is a trending app on the App Store. Keep in mind that during the blood in the streets phase of the bear market, that the mainstream had almost entirely forgotten about crypto. But they're starting to take notice again. So is it too late to buy Bitcoin? Hell no. In so many ways, we are still early to the crypto markets. And we are just seeing things starting to heat up. And what we are seeing now is likely just the first stage of what will gear up to be the next major cycle in the crypto markets. If you missed the dead bottom, that's okay. Many investors are just starting to buy back in at these levels as they have seen those confirmations that a new bull market is beginning. And this is so different from the last bull market too, especially in terms of what has been and is being built. And it's just getting started, guys. So does that mean to go all in right now? I would say learn to dollar cost average. Well, some people like to jump in and out of their entire portfolio and try to time and swing the markets around. Not everyone can do that. Many people do disciplined buying over time, which is a safer and less stressful way to do crypto. Every week when you get your paycheck, put 50 bucks in, or whatever your number might happen to be, and buy some Bitcoin. Easy. Long-term value investors have done incredibly well with Bitcoin. With those who were dollar cost averaging during the bear market, almost all in profit now, even if they were buying at the highs back in 2017 or in early 2018, whereas day traders shorting the market have been wrecked. Dollar cost averaging has the advantage of giving you exposure to the market across a range of prices, which makes the trying to time it to get the cheapest price really not such a stressful thing as you get regular exposure to the price action. Remember, there are still investors out there who are waiting to go all in when Bitcoin drops to $1,000. They're still waiting. Understand that almost no one will perfectly buy the bottom and then sell the top. And that most day traders get completely wrecked. Investing in low cap altcoins, for example, yeah, it can make you really rich overnight. You can also lose everything in a flash. And if you want to get rich overnight, maybe you just want to go buy a lottery ticket, guys. Now, if you want to make a life-changing move and begin your investing journey, then take a long-term view. Educate yourself about this asset class and get serious investment strategies. Sure, you might get lucky and put $1,000 on the altcoin that, goes to the moon, but you might not. And if you want consistent results, then you actually need to have a consistent plan and strategy in place. Bitcoin is still severely undervalued compared to most major markets. Compared to the gold market, it's a baby. Compare it to the larger money markets, oh my gosh, it's so tiny. Compare it to the stocks, wow. And this is the very real chance that Bitcoin goes into the hundreds of thousands of dollars or beyond. So keep that in mind if you buy today, but then there's a price correction tomorrow. But Lark, I have $10,000 sitting here and I want to go all in right now. Tell me what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. I am just a dude talking about cryptocurrencies on the internet. You're responsible for your investment decisions. But if that FOMO takes over and you have to run out and buy right now, all $10,000, boom. Keep in mind that tomorrow the price could be 10 or 20% lower. This is crypto, is notoriously volatile. That can happen. The price will not go straight up forever. I bring this up not to say sit and wait for that because it will certainly happen. It may not. Might go up for a while yet. But to say that if it does, don't despair. The long-term trend for Bitcoin is incredibly bullish. We will pass the all-time high again. The question is when, not if. One thing I can definitely say though is before dumping your life savings into crypto, please educate yourself and get a plan for your investment. It's super essential. Take some time to learn at least the basics. It is, after all, your money that you're throwing down on the table. And it will keep you disciplined in the downtrends and sober-minded in the times of crazy euphoria. Anyway, that's my spiel on whether or not it is too late to get into Bitcoin. I'm sure my answer doesn't really surprise anyone. But there are also a couple of important news pieces that I did want to mention that have come out today. The SEC might start looking into US-based crypto exchanges that have carried out initial exchange offerings. That could mean that Bittrex, KuCoin, OKX, Huobi, and Binance could all be in the spotlight here, in spite of not offering these products to Americans, the mere fact that they allow American customers to trade crypto on their exchanges may be enough for the SEC to crack down on them. The SEC is claiming that exchanges may be operating as unauthorized securities dealers under U.S. securities laws if they take a fee for facilitating that token sale or are offering to bring buyers in for the issuers of the tokens, which basically describes exactly what the IEO model is. How do you feel about this, guys? SEC overreach? Or is it a good thing the SEC is cracking down on the exchanges and the IEOs? I'm kind of like, let's not crack down on them, but I'd love to know what you think about it. Now, assuming that the SEC doesn't nuke the crypto markets by making exchanges cancel all IEOs or some crazy thing like that, 2019 seems to be gearing up for a mass influx of STOs and IEOs, while we see the number of ICOs dropping off substantially, with estimates putting the number for STOs to double by the end of the year and the number of IEOs to triple by the end of the year. This is due to the fact that IEOs are generally much better for the company that's actually offering the tokens, whereas ICOs, while decentralized, are full of all kinds of problems for consumers and for the companies. And the final story today, Cryptopia. It's dead, guys. It's over. Goodbye, Cryptopia. Now, after the exchange was hit by a big hack back in mid-January, which resulted in the loss of $16 million in Ethereum and ERC20 tokens, it has been struggling to reopen and find any kind of relevance, a matter made worse by the fact that the exchange was already becoming completely irrelevant at the time of the hack. Cryptopia has now gone into liquidation and suspended trading operations, with the company saying that they have been unable to reduce costs and to be profitable. It was decided that liquidation was the best path forward for all stakeholders, not the users, guys. While liquidation takes place, all trading and withdrawals has been suspended, and the process may take months to resolve. Users still have their funds locked up in the exchange, unable to withdraw them because Cryptopia controls the private keys. When or if really indeed that ever becomes possible for users to withdraw remains to be seen. What kind of obligations the exchange will have to stakeholders may impact the kind of obligations that they have to their users and the funds of the users that are stuck on the exchange. I think there could be a very real chance here that all of the crypto may be sold. It's of course not confirmed, just a suspicion. Like so many of these businesses, the owners of Cryptopia give zero damns about you and your money. They will simply be looking for the best exit for themselves and for their equity investors. And I'm sorry for anyone who's losing out on this. It sucks. Damn Cryptopia. It's just another reminder to not store your crypto on exchanges or to use shady bottom tier exchanges like Cryptopia anyway. But I know sometimes they have exotic coins on there you can't find anywhere else. But remember, get in, get out. That's what centralized exchanges are all about, guys, because this kind of stuff happens and it keeps happening and it will keep happening for a long, long time until we have some kind of moment in the industry where we all switch over to decentralized exchanges where we hold the keys to our crypto. Hasn't happened on a big scale yet. Anyway, just my 2 Satoshis, guys. You will let me know what you think about any of these stories or if it is too late to buy Bitcoin down below in the comment section. As always, I super appreciate you guys coming out and taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Seriously, you guys rock, so thank you so much. And if you did enjoy the video, leave a thumbs up on it. You can always subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.